to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.
This is Umar Ahmed for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Big thank you to Alex Krassyuk, because you're probably one of the busiest men in world boxing right now. So thank you for your time late this evening. How are you doing, Alex?
Hi, all good, Umar. Nice to talk to you again.
Yeah, likewise. So let me get straight into it. We'll keep this short and sweet because obviously you're very, very busy right now. So the last we heard from Tyson Fury today, he was saying that he doesn't want a rematch clause. Alexander Usyk went back online and said, "Stop playing stupid games." So at this current point, Alex, in your draft contracts with the Warrens and Team Fury, is there a rematch clause in place at this point?
The rematch clause was something that was initially offered by Fury's side. So when we started the negotiations, we had the completely different, not the ones we're having now, conditions. And we had some small point of argument, which we discussed. And it never took us to a rematch because we agreed on everything. And at some point, Tyson did not agree to anything that we agreed with Queensberry. And he just was asking for some enormous amounts of money, which looked absolutely unrealistic to execute in the reality. So we just lost our hope that this fight could happen one day, because if you want to fight, you just come up and see what's real, what's on the table. You negotiate, you find the solution, and the fight is on. So you announce it, and everyone has enough time for preparation, for marketing the fight, for marketing the event, selling tickets, pay-per-views, etc., etc.
Okay. Well, we're speaking at
our point. It didn't work this way.
Okay, sorry. So I think there was a bit of a Wi-Fi connection there, issues. We're speaking at 9:15, 8:45 p.m. UK time, Monday evening here, just to timestamp this at the moment. You're saying you're not very hopeful this fight happens on April 29th. The other side, Frank Warren, has gone on TalkSport today and said he believes this fight will happen. So when was your last point of contact with Team Fury and the Warrens?
I spoke to Frank Warren something like 4 hours ago, and I spoke to George maybe an hour and a half ago. And they sound really optimistic about the fight. Myself, I'm not. I've been in the negotiations since summer last year, and it did not end up with anything until now. So at this point, what we have for this moment, we have Tyson Fury shouting in Instagram that 70-30, take it or leave it.
Mm-hmm.
This was the first time ever we heard from him regarding his demands. Okay, so Usyk calls the bluff, he accepts it. And he asks him to give him a promise that he would donate £1 million for his country, for our country, for Ukraine, for people in need. So Tyson goes out and literally accepts, because the language was quite rude, but you can see that he accepted it. So now, yesterday or day before yesterday, I sent out the list of essential things that have to be in the contract, because we went through all of them while negotiating with George and with Frank. We had the list, so to make it much easier for the lawyer to forget anything, I put them in the email, just one document to send out, and rematch clause was just one of the points. Suddenly we hear that Tyson comes out again publicly, and now he doesn't want his first request, the rematch clause. It means for me, what it means for me, for us, for Usyk team, it means that in case we accept this offer, I mean, again, if we say, okay, no rematch, Tyson will come up next. What he gonna say next? No gloves, no trunks, no what? No ring, whatever. I don't know, because our impression is that he doesn't want to fight, because he's avoiding the fight, because he didn't go into the training. He was out of the training camp until yesterday, and it's just 5 weeks left. Though he claims it's still enough for him, but how could a champion prepare for the undisputed heavyweight match just 5 weeks, and only because his bluff was called? It doesn't sound realistic. That's why he has no trainer, he has no sparring partners, he has no all of the infrastructure in the training camp, which is really complicated thing, to execute. And that's why for us it doesn't look realistic at the moment.
Okay. What I will say to that, Alex, is that you've put months and months of time and work into this so far. And the last demand of Tyson Fury, i.e. the 70-30 split, was accepted by Alexander Usyk as long as he donates £1 million to the Ukraine. So why not just go for this last call from Fury where he says no rematch clause? Why not agree to that and then see what he says?
Umar, I want to make it clear for everyone that we are not offending Tyson personally. I respect him very much as the champion for his achievements, for what he's done for boxing, for bringing UK and world boxing for the different level, for the kind of personality he is. I respect him so much. The thing we don't like is the way he conducts business, is the way he treats the unified champion, is the way he conducts business with the former undisputed cruiserweight champion. If it's a part of the mind game, then it's okay. Then we counterplay with him. If it's just the way he used to deal with things, then it's probably not the best way to do this. Regarding the rematch or no rematch, it's up to the fighter to make this decision, because fighter is the final decision maker. So whatever fighter decides is what we're gonna have to execute. Because my boss is Alexander Usyk. He's my client, and I will do whatever is convenient for him.
What did he say about the rematch clause, Alexander?
He said, what's going to be next? Now rematch, what's next? Tickets, gloves, trunks, that's what he mentioned.
Okay. Is this fight off then from your side?
Say it again, please.
Is this fight off from your point of view?
Well, I would say it's more probable not to happen rather than to happen.
Okay. When do you have a timeline on this though? Because you've got to move on at some point.
Yeah, this week is the deadline. Tomorrow, we would expect to get the draft agreement somehow. So probably it would take some time to review it and to see what's in. I don't know. This week should definitely be the deadline for all of us. But the good thing is that both fighters claim that they won this fight. I mean, I know it for 500% from Usyk's side. This is the best thing he won. I mean, he's not actually he's not looking for Tyson Fury. He's looking for the WBC belt, the one which is pending in his collection. And if Tyson doesn't want to fight Usyk, why don't he, let's say, vacate the belt? Why don't he maybe, sometimes WBC can give some special status for the champions, like Vitaly Klitschko was WBC emeritus champion. Maybe Tyson Fury will be like a WBC champion in excuse or something like this, and he vacates the title, and we can fight for the undisputed, because Usyk is thirsty for the undisputed. He's not about Tyson personally. He's not about Tyson Fury because he's so famous or something like that. The only reason Usyk wants to fight Tyson is because he's the WBC champion.
In your conversations with George Warren and Frank Warren, are there any outstanding issues? We know the split's been agreed. There's obviously this rematch clause issue. Apart from the rematch clause, is there any other outstanding issues?
Until Friday, when I was in London, I had a meeting with George early in the morning, and we were like, we did our best. So we agreed almost everything. It was the only thing that was pending was just Tyson's consent. So it was up to him. Then he came up with the 70-30. Okay, so Usyk didn't think much. He was just said, okay, I want this fight to happen. I really want it. And I'm not about money. I accept it. Then, if it's accepted, what's wrong with it? I mean, why should we now start discussing rematch, some gloves? It's all been discussed many times, and it's all been agreed by us. It's our actually job to do this. So, I don't know. We are at the point where this fight is so close, and we are still not confident whether it will take place.
Okay. But over the next few days till Friday, when you say it's, in your opinion, your deadline, you can reassure us guys, the fans, that you, George Warren, Frank Warren, will do your utmost best to get this fight on.
We've already done our best, and we're going to be doing our best, because this is not just because Usyk wants it as my client, because the whole world wants this fight. All fans all over the world. And it's completely disrespectful to the fans not to deliver a fight of this level.
Okay.
So we will, I promise you, I give you my word, we will do our best to make this fight happen.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Why do you think the other side are so confident this happens?
You mean George and Frank?
Yeah.
Listen, we are promoters. Our clients are our bosses. So whatever happens, we have to back our client. We have to protect his interests. We have to stand strong, defending all the interests of our client. So that's why they probably have to behave like this. And maybe they know something that I don't. Maybe they've been dealing with Tyson for so many years, and they know what kind of person he is. Maybe when Usyk called his bluff, and it touched his ego and pride, and he has no space to run. Maybe he will just take it only for that. I don't know. But there is something that makes them feel confident.
Just lastly on this, we know his trainer Sugar Hill is currently in Miami with Lawrence Okolie. Lawrence Okolie's having a fight on March 25th. He's with Sugar Hill in America, as I said. But Tyson could still train on his own with Andy Lee. with other people. What makes you say what knowledge you have that Tyson hasn't been in training?
If you look at his Instagram, yesterday morning he was jogging, and the first thing he said, "Hi everyone, this is my first day of a training camp." Why shouldn't be enough, right?
Do you think 6 weeks is enough for someone like Tyson Fury?
Depending on what kind of result he wants. If he's looking for money, then definitely yes. If he's looking for the victory, for glory, for legacy, for history, for becoming the undisputed first ever in the history of boxing for 4 belts era, probably he should use some magic.
What did you make? I know the 70-30 issue has actually been agreed, so it's a little bit irrelevant now. But what did you make of it when he said it's 70-30, otherwise go and box Daniel Dubois for a couple of $1 million?
Nothing. I mean, Daniel Dubois is the next mandatory.
Mm-hmm.
But we know he was injured in the last fight, so it's up to the doctor inspection to know whether he will be available to fight or not. Available to fight next, I mean. But what did he mean? I don't know what he meant. And what would be his plan? Who would he be fighting? Jake Paul? Derek Chisora? It's an issue. It's a disrespect to his fans. His fans made him famous. His fans make him rich. His fans make him popular. He's a celebrity. He's a star only because of his fans. And at some point, you have to pay the bill. You have to come back with something like a gratitude, like a payoff to your fans. And this kind of fight is what everyone in the world is looking for. And if you are about money when this fight is about to happen, and if money becomes the reason for this fight not happening, it's a big shame. It's a shame. It's a historical level shame.
Well, listen, Alex, as I said at the start, thank you very much for your time. Hopefully I'll see you in London very soon at a Tyson Fury Usyk press conference, not for Usyk Dubois, even though Usyk Dubois is still a big fight, but we obviously really want to see the undisputed. So hopefully that is the case. And best of luck for the negotiations for the rest of the week.
Thank you, Mar. It was my pleasure to talk to you.
Take care. God bless.
I'm going to share something with you that might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.